Isn't it just like our luck trying to shoot a video and we had a major storm come by that was not scheduled in the program. It has passed by. You're going to hear some rumbles in the background, pretty cool. But, you know, I'll say that unless you've been hiding behind a rock, there isn't one category in fishing that has grown or has had more spotlight on it than marine electronics. Anything from graphs to trolling motors to transducers to brakes in the back of your boat, power poles, you name it. The bass fisherman or the angler in general has access to tons of different things that are going to help you be more efficient on the water, find fish faster, catch more and bigger fish, seeing more, understanding more than we ever have in the past. I mean, you know, I grew up fishing a 2D sonar with a paper map, and now mapping systems have gotten so much better. Obviously, we have 2D sonar, down imaging, side imaging, forward-facing sonar, obviously, which is a big topic right now. Spot lock on trolling motors, power poles that lock you in shallow water, propellers that you can attach to them, like all these things, but they're all set up for a reason, and they absolutely do add an advantage to the angler that decides to purchase them. So what I wanted to do is give you a walkthrough of my boat from the front all the way to the back, talk about what I have and why I have it. So hopefully if you're looking to maybe upgrade or change or figure out what you're missing, this is going to help you. You know, I certainly didn't go all the way because you can, but I kind of fit myself somewhere in the middle of what, you know, you can get. And but you know, it's set up for me in a way that it's going to make me very efficient on the water. I've already been on the water for 3-4 months, been able to play around with stuff, really get dialed in, and I'm super happy about what I have. So here we go. So let's start with the trolling motor. This is the Garmin Force trolling motor. I've had it for 3 years now. This is a 57-inch. I started with the 50-inch. Let me tell you something. This trolling motor is amazing. Light, quiet, powerful, efficient. I can go 2.5 days with lithium batteries, no problem, in extreme conditions and not run out of battery. And most importantly, it's very reliable. You know, not have any issues with the trolling motor. Not my first one. Obviously, this one is fairly new. I've only had it for 4 months, but again, super reliable, quiet, love it. Doesn't spook fish. I can cruise through shallow water, doesn't make a lot of noise. Absolutely. Am all in on this trolling motor. Now it comes in two sizes, a 50-inch and a 57-inch. I'll make it simple. I struggled with which one to get. I started with a 50-inch. This is the 57-inch. If you fish big water, Great Lakes, any big inland lake that has, you know, you're in situations where you're getting 2, 3, 4 foot waves, go with the 57-inch. It's not going to come out of the water as much. It's a little bit heavier, no question, but definitely more than what you need for big water stuff. If you're a small lake, inland lake guy, doesn't matter whether you're fishing deep or shallow, the 50-inch is more than sufficient for you. That's all you need. So on the shaft of my trolling motor, I have 2 transducers, 2 LVS 34s, one in perspective mode, one in forward mode. Now the perspective mode, I have it set up just on the mount that it comes with in the box. The forward mode, I have it set up on a Fish Obsessed mount available at Radioworld. Very cool mount. I can adjust it up, down, into perspective, however way I want. It is a really neat mount. I highly recommend it. Super strong. Excellent, excellent mount. So at the front of my boat here, I'm running 3 Garmin Echomap Ultra 2s, brand new this year. Bluetooth connection. You can record your unit. So if you want to record your Livescope, if you want to record anything on the graph that you want to take home with, maybe you want to do a video on it, very easy to do it with Active Captain and Helm is all you need, and it's done. Now, I went with 2 12s and a 10. One 12 runs a Livescope, the other 12 runs the perspective, and then I have the last one that's going to give me mapping. Sometimes I'll split screen it, 2D sonar, side imaging, whatever I want. I want as much information as possible in the front of the boat. This gives me an advantage, allows me to cover water quickly, and that's what this is all about. So here we are at the helm of my boat, where I have two Garmin Echomap Ultra 2s in 10-inch. Now these are connected to the front, so I can, any information that's in the front, I can pick up here. If I have my trolling motor down and I want to see Livescope when I'm guiding or whatever, I want to get out of the angler's ways, I can do that. If I want to split screen, I'm driving, I have one on map, one on 2D sonar. Now I have a GT8 set up, which is an in-hull transducer or through-hull transducer. I'm not sure which one it's called. That's at the back of the boat, and that'll give me bottom while I'm driving, which is important, particularly where you're fishing big water. I like to drive around and just see if there's something that maybe the maps missed, which the maps are not perfect. So 2D sonar while I'm driving is essential. But if I want to switch over to side imaging, I'm just idling along a shoreline or a flat trying to find things, I can split screen and do all kinds of things. 2 graphs is highly recommended. Now, I went with the 10-inch rather than the 12s, really just because of sight lines. It's what I could see over top. You know, I'm fishing a lot of big water, and it's not just about seeing the first wave that's coming to you, like that storm that's coming our way, but it's more about seeing the second, third, and fourth wave. Being able to anticipate those waves helps me a lot, keeps me safe, me and my partner safe, or whoever's on the boat with me. The 12 inches are just gonna block my sight. Now, if you're a taller guy and you can get away with it, absolutely go 12. I always say wherever you can get away with bigger, why not? But in my case, I just like having the 10-inch. It fits what I'm doing, keeps me safe, and still gives me the same information that I'm looking for. All right, so here we are at the back of the boat. Now, the back of the boat is sort of the business side of what makes all that work and work well. This is very important, but a lot of times it's left out. You can't add stuff in the front without adding in the back. So in this case, I have 2 AGM 31s. I have 3 Dakota 12100 lithiums for my trolling motor. I can go 2.5 days, no problem, running that motor hard without an issue. They're awesome, super reliable, charge up fast, they're great. 2 Noco Gen Pros. I have 1 3-bank and a 2-bank. I had a 3-bank, so we just added a 2-bank to charge 5 batteries. So this one here, 2-bank charges my AGMs, and the 3-bank over there charges my trolling motor batteries, the lithiums. Now these chargers are great because you can change each post to whatever your battery is. So whether it's lead acid, AGM, lithium, it allows you to do that and gives you the right charge. So they're awesome, never had issues with them, great, and they are also available at Radioworld. Go check them out. Price point, you can't beat them, they're great. So guys, there you have it. That's a setup of my boat. You know, I've set up the boat the way I wanted it without getting too crazy. Yeah, would it be nice to have a Livescope out the back while I'm cruising around? Absolutely. There's a bunch of stuff that you could do, but I just think that this boat is set up the way I need it to be set up for what I'm trying to accomplish every day on the water, whether I'm trophy hunting, guiding, tournaments, or just out having fun. If you have any questions, please reach out to us. That's what we're here for. We'll get you set up the way that you want to be set up and make sure that you're set up right. Thank you so much for watching.